8th to like 2nd or 3rd.
Oh, and we see Ice Climbers Falco.
Yep. No, that's what I was saying. Maple's one of those 2 high PR'd ices that from Iowa. Fiveman1 has been very quickly on the come up. Let's see, what is the option that? Oh, goes for the Blizzobble. Okay, interesting. Wobbling is banned. The rule against it is you are able to do 4 rotations.
Gotcha.
And so that is 1 pummel into a Blizzard, like 4 times, or 1 pummel into like the F-tilt, like whatever it is. The problem with Blizzard, and the reason I was surprised he went for that, is definitely the tightest timing. I'd say that's not going to kill quite yet on Dreamland. It's the tightest on timing. It's also one of the only options that there's just no indicator for. Like, there's not a timing indicator. There's not a like sound indicator. You just have to raw get the frames on that. Yeah.
So as an Ice Climbers player, what are you looking for in this matchup?
I tend to be scouting out a lot of like aerial approaches. A lot of Falcos you can get with, because Ice Climbers have short hop up air will auto cancel.
Interesting.
And so you're able to like poke where they think they're getting their own down air. The other thing is, and this is one, it depends on the ices just because it's a little bit more difficult, is you can desync off of laser. It's literally just called laser desync, where Nana will tank the laser and he'll move in. But it's hard. And so it's one that a lot of like lower level ices won't do. I'm sure Maple can. But if the Falco is willing to play super laser heavy, it's one where you immediately are going to be able to like, can they deal with it or can't they? Fiveman cleans it up. Fiveman is also one of those players who got good very quickly.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I think ever since moving to Wisconsin, he's leveled up so much.
Yeah, because when he was in Minnesota, it was good, but it was not like as good. And we're like, oh, Fiveman's getting some good wins. And then he came back here for like a couple things and was like, oh, wait, no, you're just really good now.
But yeah, I don't know how much experience he does have in this matchup. We do have Grab to win.
He has experience against
Wisconsin.
me. I have played Fiveman like 3 times now.
Gotcha.
It's always really close when we play, which doesn't bode well because Maple's better than I am. But it's also been a while. It's been several months.
Yeah, and I am curious how much Ice Climbers Fiveman has played against in the meantime. That was really huge.
Yeah.
Because, I think if you wants to win this, you really need to try and force that separation.
Yep. Oh, this should not be... Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah,
I was thinking, and I was like, oh, wait, it's Falco. Yeah, Falco's just...
Yeah, even if it doesn't kill outright, he doesn't have enough distance.
Something I want to point out that Maple is doing is at like 0%, some of those chain grabs are like actually a lot easier for Falco to get out of. And so what Ices will often do is go for up smash. And then try to either, if they DI it wrong, they can re-grab or something like that. But also, people just miss the tech on it a lot because it's a weird, tricky option you're not expecting.
Yeah, I believe it.
And so you do up smash into jab reset, and that happened 2 times in the last game. Yep, I would say up air auto cancels. They're also auto cancels as long as you get that low one. Can we get the re-grab? That'll do it. All right. That is an execution test at that point. Execution test before the ices.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know how much there is that you can do on that. I think it's
you
just
actually
you have to sit the cutscene.
Yeah, you sit the cutscene, but holding in or out, depending on the character, will make it a little trickier. That's it. It's not like, oh, it's not guaranteed. I love that. Oh my god! Okay. Maple just has that. That was the back throw re-grab, which is... it's not true, but it is a, like, you can react to it. You have to react to DI into the fly trap, which I have not seen in years. It's just hard to do. It's hard to do, and a lot of ices don't go for it because while it's good damage, it's tricky. You'd rather just go for something that's a little bit more guaranteed.
For sure. But yeah, this is just looking so rough right now. Fiveman does get the separation. This could potentially turn into something. I was going to say I did like the change in the game plan, especially on Battlefield. Just keeping it very platform heavy, not giving the climbers a chance to poke on the ground. Yeah.
It's very weird having people like apologize to Icy. Like I've had people be like, I'm sorry I played solo. I'm being, no, you have to do that. Because if I touch you, you should be dead every time.
Yeah.
If you don't, I messed up.
But we do get one stock coming out
There
from
we go.
Fiveman.
It's on the board.
It's something. But yeah, it's just been looking so dominant for Maple. I just feel like,
yeah.
again, it's kind of hard, especially when there's another backup climber able to get you out of the combos, but I just feel like the punish differential has been so huge on Maple compared to Fiveman.
Yeah, Nana's definitely getting into the mix. That's that up air from ledge. If the bird is below you, you go for down air from ledge to pop them down. If they're above you, you go for up air. Often it will set them right into that F smash range. Maple's movement is so good. We've been talking about some of the combos. Maple's movement is phenomenal. I want to see Fiveman going a little bit more laser heavy, but I mean, we just haven't even seen really a chance to be like, how does Maple handle that?
Yeah.
Because Fiveman just kind of keeps running in.
Yeah, and I feel
trying
like
trying to force the option.
Yeah, we are
like,
starting to see some of the mental pressure, I think, get to Fiveman, because it's like you do have to play this matchup very slow and careful and try and play very laser heavy.
At least until you start getting some of those reads where it's like, oh, I can just kill Nana off of this.
Yeah.
That's that up smash I was talking about.
But Maple just hasn't really been giving Fiveman that chance. And so I think it's just been really devastating whenever Maple's been able to open Fiveman up.
Yeah, I know Maple's been getting very good very fast. The first person to take a set off of Slowking in Iowa in like 4 years. And it was like a week ago.
That's really awesome.
Lost the run back in Grands, but like Slowking was like talking about how impressed he was that someone is pushing him in that way right now. And I just realized, yeah, I mean, that's the same matchup too.
Yeah.
So that's even harder for Fiveman.
Because, yeah, that makes sense. Because I think it's fair to say Slowking is definitely on a higher level compared to Fiveman.
I don't think Fiveman would be upset if you said that, yeah.
But as we're saying that, Fiveman does get a lead.
I don't think you count him out. I think it's very hard, but you don't count him out.
It's still doable.
Oh, crouch cancels.
Oh, just barely getting there.
The number of times that I don't think Fiveman1 is ready to get hit, because it's not out of a grab, it's out of a scrap, and suddenly Fiveman is like flying at a gross angle, but is at like 70.
Yeah.
Maple just goes for this charge, up smashes and F smashes. Doesn't want to make it too risky.
But I actually like that off of the invincibility, just going into reclaim center. That actually gave Fiveman a little chance.
God, Fiveman has also kind of stopped lasering a lot of these spots. I think he's just like, I'm getting hit too often.
Yeah, and I think in that situation in particular, he was like, I expect Maple to come in. I can potentially space this out with a back air and get an opening off of that, but Maple just ready for it and able to space around it.
Yeah, Maple's been also so good. We're seeing Maple mix up a lot of the, do I do pummel into Blizzard, do I do pummel into Tilt, or pummel into, like, any number of options, but it's always only 4, because... Oh!
And that is brutal. It felt like Fiveman had a chance, but...
I mean, even after you get hit, that's a meteor. That's not a spike. But if you're not ready, it doesn't... feels the same if you're not ready.
It's going to kill if you're not ready.
Yeah.
And just the air dodge in the middle of the stage, I feel like Fiveman is getting very flustered right now.
Yeah.
Not
only is Maple, like, just all over him, but Maple's also reading so much of this movement. It's been the, like, you're trying to escape to a plat, so I'm going up with an up air, like, exactly like that.
I think it's like what we were talking about with Trevor and Jim, where if someone has the read on how you want to move, it just feels very mentally taxing, because it's like, what am I supposed to do?
Especially when your move is, I'm already trying to escape you.
Yeah.
And, like, oh, I'm getting hit by a lot of icy stuff. I need to go up to the platform. Oh, wait, I'm already getting up aired up there.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a hard spot when you're getting down smash